I got to turn this around. Just want to understand some things. I'm trying to understand. Hold on. Let me move my chair closer so that y'all can understand. Y'all can see where nigga coming from. Because I'm not understanding. Y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know. It's Tahovio. You feel me? So I'm here. How we gonna do this? Yeah, what's good? What's good? What's good? So y'all like this Kendrick track? Do y'all like the Kendrick track? That's what I want to know. Do y'all like the Kendrick track? Y'all already know I go super hard for Drake. OVO, are we in the building? Ace, what's up? How y'all feeling? My question is, are you allowed to just have a regular fucking battle? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? It's very many things with this conversation. It's very many things with this conversation. I'm gonna start with what happened yesterday. Okay. I hear the track, my cousin yesterday on fucking Twitter, Instagram. That's my cousin Denzel. He posted shit on YouTube. I'm listening to it. I'm listening to the shit on YouTube, and I'm just like, it's cool. I couldn't really get the beat. It sounded like he was off the beat. I heard the jabs, but I'm like, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's not to me, I'm looking for a bop. I'm looking for a bop. I'm gonna explain why, because y'all talking about, oh, since when do diss songs have to be that? It's always been that way for me. We talking about The Bridge Is Over. We talking about Take Over. Back to back. It's always been that way for me, personally. I'm just looking for the bop. They like, oh, you niggas want music that y'all could shake your butt to. It ain't about shit. It's about going, ooh, he going in on that beat. Takeover was definitely a bop, bro. Takeover was definitely a bop, bro. It was. And I'm going to keep it more real with you. That's the reason why I had a problem with understanding that Ether won. That was the problem for me, because I'm like, Takeover's a better song. I understood that Ether, he did more, but it was like the lyrical shit that Hov did with Takeover on the beat, making it a song. That was my jam. That was my jam. I grew up in the clubs. Where The Bridge Is Over was played every night. Every night. Guess what The Bridge Was Over was? It was a song. It was a diss song. I like that. Me personally, I like that. Cool. They saying, no, y'all, you know, that's the Drake fans. That's the Drake fans. It's a lot to this. It's a lot to what's happening right now with this beef. And y'all not understanding what's happening around you, and y'all are contributing to the shit. You understand? Let's all come together and say we are rap fans. I don't like the policing of blackness. I don't like the policing of experiences. I don't like it. And that's coming from the fans. That's coming from the artists. Like, stop doing that, bro. We are all black. We have different experiences, bro. Just because I like going the last lap and hanging out with the people at last lap don't mean I'm any different than the people that go to Bedvine. Just because you got curly hair and you had a certain experience growing up, whether you had two parents or whatever, you went to a school where it was more white people or more Spanish people, that don't make you less black than me, bro. Just because I stood on the corner and I grew up with a single mother and I had What the fuck type of peanut butter I eat? What the fuck is, just because I grew up eating Skippy don't make me no different than the people that grew up eating Jiffy or Peter Pan. We all have different black experiences, bro. Stop doing that. The reason I say that is because what Kendrick did. So hold on, because I'm gonna calm it down. I'm moving a million miles a minute. And I understand y'all not understanding this. For one, I'm a Drake stan. Y'all know that. I love, but y'all don't know is I love fucking Kendrick too. Can I do both? Can I just say, yo, I like hip hop music. I like hip hop. I grew up hip hop. You feel me? I grew up hip hop. So boom, I wasn't really feeling the Kendrick track at first. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I was not feeling the Kendrick track at first. I was just like, the bars is there. The music, because I was listening to the YouTube version. Yes, Jerome, hold on. I'm gonna get to that. That's what I'm trying to say, Jerome. Hold on. I'm gonna get to that because it's layered. It's layered. And I'm watching it happen in real time. How people is like, the goalpost is jumping around. Like, oh, first it was a one drop rule. Now it's not. But hold on. We're going to get to that. Stay with me because even my brain, y'all understand that I'm ADHD and I'm not allowed to take medicine. So y'all just got to deal with it. Hold on. I finally listened to the music. My girl went into Costco. I throw the AirPods in because she was on the phone with her sister. So I throw the AirPods in. I play the shit again. Oh, I'm hitting. The beat hit different. I'm like, ooh, the beat hit a little different. Oh, I'm like this. Kendrick going in. Da, 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 da. I'm like, okay. The record's hard. The record's decent. I'm going for it. Drake, you got a lot to come back to. My man's, it hit a little different. We got to remember I got a Jeep and I don't have no system in my Jeep. My system in my Jeep is like the factory system. Them shit, the Jeep, listen, you got a lot of work to do if you get a Jeep. You got a lot of work to do to get it up to, you know what I'm saying? So when I threw the shit in, I'm in there like this in the car, like, and it's not YouTube no more. It's on Apple Music. I actually have a prescription, Jerome. So I'm literally ADHD diagnosed. You feel me? Like this is literally like you go to my chart and get that. You feel me? But boom. It's a lot to this disc. Hold on. Stop getting distracting me. Y'all already know. If I'm telling you I got ADHD, y'all got to chill out for a minute. Now the conversation goes to Drake's blackness. I don't like that, bro. For one, I'm going to say this. I don't think Drake thinks he's Black American. I think y'all need to understand that black is a skin color. Black is a skin color. African American or the Black American experience is its own experience alone. It is not the Black experience. Y'all got to stop doing that. Because when y'all do certain shit and y'all start talking about light skin this, dark skin this, y'all are doing what they wanted us from the Willie Lynch thing back in the days, bro. Is every single way we can separate each other, say we're closer to white proximity, say we're less this than the other person. It's really, bro. The people who put us in these boxes, who believe in classism, who make sure that there's a lower class and a higher class and establish all of these different rules and systematic things to keep people in the way that they, you know what I'm saying? We're playing this game for them, bro. When we do this, this is all colorism and classism. It's big on that. So now The color, now the women that go to, say, Curly Fest, or the women that go to Bedvine, or like the places where it's more cultural, y'all can say that y'all are more black than the other person. It's not, bro. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. And I'm seeing a lot of tweets. Hold on. Where's the tweets at? I'm seeing a lot of tweets. Oh, Drake is cosplaying and all of this. And I'm just like, how do y'all know that's not his experience? How do y'all know that's not his experience? The man has a Jewish mother that he grew up with. And he has a black dad that had a perm and sang blues. How do you know that he's not stuck in the middle of that? How do you know this is not his expression? Please explain this to me. How we know who this man is or what he should be doing. Oh, he's putting blackface on and taking it off. How do you know he's not existing where he is? And then why do I have to wear kente cloth for y'all? Why do I have to do certain things that y'all consider black for me to say I had a black experience? Let me explain to y'all who Drake is. Drake is a man that looked black in certain ways, that grew up with a white mom. Him growing up was in that atmosphere where the white boys would never accept him because he had a big nose and curly hair, but he grew up with his Jewish moms. That's his experience. Then he comes around Wayne and them, and they real black, tattooed up and all this other shit. And now he's like, I'm never going to be like them either. Black Americans, we're big on saying what's black to us. So now Drake never fits into that category. Drake never fits into that category. So what does he start doing? He starts owning where he is. He starts saying, you know what? Cool. I'll never be white enough. I'll never be black enough. I'll just be right here. I'm just going to stay right here. I'm going to dance a little funny. I'm going to wear cornrows. I'm going to dress weird. He could do whatever he wants because I think he got tired of trying to prove anything to anybody, bro. Let me ask you a question. I'm serious. Can a person do that? What does he have to do to prove to y'all that he's black? And the reason I don't like this, the reason I'm all bringing it up is because it's like, okay, for one, another thing is, yes, Ski Mask Way, I like that you said that y'all new rap fans don't like rap beef in the shows. I like that Kendrick is allowed to do whatever he wants when it comes, oh, he shouldn't be doing this, he shouldn't be that. I don't like that. He should be allowed to say whatever he wants. It's rap beef. It's rap beef. Have fun. But let's not take it too seriously. Why is this going all the way down to now people saying, oh, Michael Jackson wasn't really black either? Oh, God. Oh, he didn't like black people because of this. Michael Jackson, he wanted to be white. Oh, God, bro. Son, y'all got to stop, bro. Y'all got to stop, bro. Enjoy the shit for what it is. Let's not get too deep. People putting all these paragraphs and all this. Y'all doing too much, bro. Now I'm seeing people talking about Kendrick and his wife, abuse things that may or may not. Yo, y'all doing too much, bro. Relax, man. Can we just have fun with this or not? Jerome, this is what I'm trying to say, Jerome. If I'm biracial and I love my mom who I grew up with, that means I'm not black. My mom's Jewish. I can't have my own experience that was Jewish and black. Because remember, he still had that nose. He still had that curly hair. So he still had his own experience that was local to him. Why we can't understand that? Why we can't understand that? Now, so what you're trying to do is tell me that I gotta do certain things to be black to you. If I do anything else, I'm cosplaying. Why? Who are you to tell me what my experience should be like? That's what I want to know. Who are you to tell me what my experience should be like? This is what I don't understand. Biracial isn't synonymous with black. Oh, how much black do I have to be to have a black experience? Because now so now it's that means are light-skinned people black? Because they had their great-grandfather was white, or their great-grandmother was raped by a white man, or whatever it may be. Are they not black? They do not have a black experience anymore. We all have different black experiences, bro. We all have different black experiences, bro. And the fact that y'all try to police people into saying that, oh, you're not black because of this, or you had a different, if you're dark skinned, I will admit that you had a certain experience that was more fucked up in certain ways. I understand that. I understand that. That doesn't mean the light-skinned person did not have their own experience that was fucked up in their ways. I don't think it's comparable, and I don't think one is more valid than the other. I think understanding the compassion for either side is what's needed, and what y'all do is separate. Y'all still doing house nigga, field nigga shit. It's what y'all still doing. It's y'all got to stop doing that to each other, bro. And I'm gonna keep it more real. The African American, Black American experience, again, is not the only Black experience. It's not. It's not. The people who grew up in the UK, they have their own experience. People that grew up in Canada, they have their own experience. Colorism exists everywhere. If I'm saying that, so I hear you with the one drop rule. You know what I'm saying? It says Drake is Canadian, not American. They are an ethnic-based nation, not a race-based nation. He's saying he's not ethnically Black and Canadian. He's Jewish with a Black American father. I have no idea what the fuck you just said. Because the reason I can say I don't understand what the fuck you just said is because I have not done the research on all of that. So for me to be able to say what an ethnically based and what their experience is Canada is like, I would have to have really had certain conversations with Canadians and say, okay, this is not how they are. This is not, does colorism exist? Do people make fun of your nose? By the way, I do think that Rick Ross saying shit, calling them big nose is rated in racism. Not racism, but some sort of anti-Black shit. It's not racism, but it's very anti-Black. Because if he had his father's nose, and Drake says, yeah, that's coming from an anti-Black place. I can see where he's coming from. Y'all may say, oh, okay, Tahoe, you dragging it. I can say, if I said that about anybody else, if I made fun of a woman's nose, Jerome, if I made fun of your nose, you would say I am anti-Black for saying that. Now, because Drake said it to his white moms, no, don't worry about it. He's just being racist and he didn't use the right term. Then we're wrong? Yo, why are you screaming into your phone on text? This nigga texting. We talking about everything but the fucking bars. We aren't talking about anything. I'm talking about what I want to talk about. I can't talk about what I want to talk about because you want to come in here and say, yo, Kendrick did his thing. Kendrick did his thing. I expected no less. I'm the one who said from the beginning, bro, Kendrick is different. Come in here, cuzzo. Send me a request. I need you in here now. I'm the one who said from the beginning, Kendrick ain't like the rest of these. Kendrick different. I expected that from Kendrick. And the reason why I like it is because now I want to see what Drake had in Tuck. Now I want to see what Drake had in Tuck. What now I want to see, because for Drake to keep up with Kendrick, that's a feat. Nah, I'm not mad at the color. I'm not, hold up, Jerome. I am not mad. Cuzzo, where you at? I told you request me. You got to go find Wi-Fi. If you call me from Starbucks, nigga, don't call me. If you have to go to find Wi-Fi, don't join my live. Rap has no rules. Nicki literally made fun of Meg being shot and her dead mother. Now with men, we're upset about some color. Bro, I'm going to keep it real with you. That was wrong. That was wrong. Hello. Hello.
Allergy shot appointment that you missed yesterday?
Yes. When we going to do it?
We can do it tomorrow or today if you like, if you want to come in.
What time?
You want to do today?
Yeah.
Let me see. Give me 1 second. Receptionist, for more
How you call me and you ain't ready?
To your call.
You see what I got to deal with? Exactly. Kenyatta. I understand that. My bad. They call me. Let's get real. Let's get back to this. Let's get back to this. Nah, I got a phone call, real. I didn't jinx anything. The fucking doctor's office. I missed it yesterday because I was being a good husband. I was being a good. Women, why do they have so much to do? Why do women have so much to do? You know what I'm saying? I said, I go up there yesterday. I wanted to get my little freak off on. They calling me back. Hold on. They calling me back. The doctor's office. They keep calling me. And now I just pressed the wrong button by mistake. I hope they call me back. But in any case, I got to get an allergy shot every week. So I got to go in and get the allergy shot. In any case, Cuzzo, is you coming in here or not? What you waiting for? Yeah, Starbucks Wi-Fi do be hitting though. What the hell was I talking about? Here they calling me again. Look. Hello.
Hi, today can you come in for 3 p.m.?
Who?
This is Rebecca from back here.
No, 3 p.m. I can't do 3 p.m. I'm not free after 2 o'clock.
Would you like to just come in now then?
I'm not free until about 11.
Okay, so we can do 11. No problem.
All right, thank you.
No problem, bye-bye.
All right, I'm done. All right, I'm done. I'm back, and they messing up my stream. All right, here we go. Here we go. This nigga here. Let's see if Cuzzo come in here now. I think I accepted you, Cuzzo. There we go. There we go. Don't do that. Where's your face? Where's your face?
Yo, what's good?
What's shaking, cuz?
What's good?
Yes, get Sade. We got Sade in the background. Shout out to Sade. We need peace. We need peace. We need peace in here. Okay? I'm not liking what y'all doing with this rap beef. Please give me your take. I want to listen.
Listen, man. All right, so we got the Kendrick shit that just came out. I like the record. I think it was good. It was a good, decent effort, good quality.
First of all, me and you gonna be going live a lot.
Yeah.
We spoke about this.
Okay.
Who are you?
My name is Yesterday. I'm Tahoe's cousin. We've been chopping it up for a minute. We've been talking about this rap beat for a minute, so we've been planning to do this for a little while. So, we're gonna be doing this for a little bit. As far as me, like I said, I like the Kendrick shit. I think it's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Hold on. I'm about to get a bell for you. I need a bell. Don't do that.
What happened?
Cap. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap.
No, listen, bro.
The album, the song is tough, bro. It's not just cool, bro. The song tough, bro.
The shit is hard. No, I like the record, bro. I think it's a good.
All right, so we got to talk about the way you we got to talk about the way you measure it. What's cool?
Cool. You know what it was? I think it was a little bit of the weight, but I think as I've been listening to it a little bit more, like I said, it's layered. So as you're listening, you're going back and you're finding new stuff.
It's super layered.
Super layered. So I think it's a good quality effort. I think Drake is on the clock. He got to respond. I would like a response by the end of the week, if I'm being honest with you.
And that's the problem for me. This is the problem for me. Because people, the goalpost, I need a goalpost. I need a goalpost because I want the shit to stop jumping around the room.
Bro, I told you the goalpost was on the Chinese bus. I told you that on Twitter the other day. I told you that.
Jerome, that's what I'm talking about. We have Sade in the back, and she's biracial. She's biracial. That's exactly what I was talking about, Jerome. She's biracial.
What's wrong with that, though?
Because we're doing the whole biracial politics on Twitter right now. But hold on. Bro, they were saying how long it was taking. First of all, let's go all the way back. Mm-hmm. Push-ups. Did you like the track?
Push-ups was hard. I thought push-ups was good.
The difference between cool and hard is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. The difference between cool and hard.
Right. Definitely difference between cool and hard.
Push-ups comes on in the car while you're on the highway. You like this. Ooh. But they trying to say it doesn't.
No. It 100% matters. Now, it's not the end-all be-all, but it matters. Production, just like the Kendrick shit. The first part of the Kendrick shit, cool. When the beat switched up, it's hard to not, it's hard to not rock with it. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to not have that feeling because it's the production, it's the feel, it's the delivery over the beats. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So
that's why I feel like, that's why I said it was cool. Because I'm not going to judge the whole thing as the first part, but the first part is a part of it. So for me, the first part was cool. It was, a little quiet, a little smooth, but
what I like about Kendrick. If we're going to jump around, I'll go to what you're talking about. What I like about Kendrick is what makes Kendrick. The soulfulness, the way he doesn't really align with hip hop in its particular way. He goes off into some other realms all the time with his bars. So I get to fuck with that. I fuck with that. But if we just talking about, listen, me personally, I like music. I'm 50. I'm not. That's not how I do things. That's not how I do things anymore. I'm a lot more settled down. I need a calm 1, 2. 1, 2. But hold on. I will say the nigga went in. Once I got to it and I'm like, oh shit, he said this. Oh shit, he said this. Oh shit, he said that. Hold on. Now comes the tailor-made freestyle. What'd you think about that? The AI, the Snoop, the Tupac. What do we think about that?
The tailor-made shit.
Don't wipe your face.
Tailor-made, this is what I think. I'm a real hip-hop historian. So one of my favorite beat records of all time is 50 Cent. Not Rich, Still Lying. I don't know if you ever heard that before.
Probably. I don't know the title, but I definitely heard it.
But he was imitating the game. He was rapping like he was the game.
Yeah.
He was doing the whole. That's one of my favorites of all time. So I like the concept of the tailor-made shit. I think the lyrics was dope. Beat was hard. Delivery was hard. Now I'm not mad at people not liking the AI usage.
Why?
I'm not mad at it.
Why?
You know what it is? Because I feel like there's still a lot of stigma around it, and I feel like we haven't actually gotten, I would say, the proper introduction to it. That's what I would say. I think that's why people didn't really receive it. I didn't mind it. I didn't care. I didn't bother me.
Let me tell you what I think of that. You see this? This what people is doing. They're riding dick. They're riding. Bro, When holograms came out, everybody wanted a hologram Tupac.
That's true.
Everybody was dick riding too. Oh, hologram this, hologram that. Right or wrong?
That's true. And Kendrick did it in the Hardcore 5 video too.
Now you're able to put Kobe's face, Nipsey's face, all of these people on your face.
Yeah, that happened.
When I go back and flip it, because you ain't Kobe Bryant to us, I'm wrong.
No, listen. I didn't have a problem with the AI usage, but I did see people saying like, "Oh, it's Pac, it's Snoop, blah 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 blah." Like,
So Snoop reposted it on his Instagram.
Yo, that's what I was saying. Like, yo, bro, listen, like, if you don't like AI shit, go listen to the Drake only version. There's a version with Drake only, with him rapping all 3 verses. Go listen to that version if you don't like the AI.
And we talking about gimmicks, cuzzo. Hold on, cuz. Hold on, cuz. Because now we talking about gimmicks. The man now drops this song.
Somebody said Snoop old. You don't know.
At 8. Yes, he do, Snoop. Oh, at 8:24 a.m. They're like, oh, look, the symbolism. He really is Kobe. Son, that's one of the corniest things I've ever seen in my life, bro. It's like, okay, you dropped it at 8:24. For those who don't know, that's 8, which was Kobe's number, and 24, which is Kobe's other number. He changed numbers. That's your symbolism? Oh, it was 6 minutes because Drake is from the 6. Oh, God, Kendrick is demonic. Son, we dead ass? Son, we dead ass, son? This dead ass? Like, come on. If we're going to allow, we're talking about a nigga that said, yo, I'm going to use your idols against you. Come outside. Come outside. Oh, no, Drake is begging. Drake wants to be relevant. He's spiraling. He's spiraling. He can't get it up.
I thought it was creative. I thought the usage was creative. And also, too, you got to remember, he had to write these verses. I'm like, yo,
come on, son.
We can ignore that part.
Come on, son.
Write these verses, bro. It's just hard.
Come on, son. The way but wait a minute. Even that, not only did he have to write them, he wrote them in the 2 weeks, the 17 days since the first one. He dropped that, had enough time for it to sit with us, and then release it because Tupac's escape, by the way, that's a mark on y'all, Tupac's escape, because that's not how Pac would have got down. What is y'all doing? Y'all going to court? Cease and desist talk?
In the document, they was like, yo, Tupac's escape, we're good friends with Kendrick Lamar.
Ew! No! That's not a way to, no. Oh, because we like Kendrick and he would have liked Kendrick. No. No.
Hold on. They let Kendrick get away with him interviewing Tupac on his album that time. I'm not gonna forget that. Yeah, y'all let him get away with that.
What do you mean he interviewed Tupac and Tupac's been dead since 1996?
On what album was that? Either was that Him a Butterfly? I think that was Him a Butterfly. He had
a fake Tupac?
A Tupac interview. He did like a mock Tupac interview. Yes. Yo, you gotta go. I'm gonna send it to you. He definitely did that.
I hate what's going on with this. I hate what's going on with this. It's nasty. So now y'all gonna threaten with Tupac? Y'all gonna use the law? Y'all gonna try to threaten a cease and desist?
And also, I didn't understand that too. Kenny said that Drake tried to send a cease and desist like that.
Yeah, I don't understand why.
How can he do that if you don't you got a part of it?
I don't understand that, but apparently they're saying that Drake sent they wanted him a feature request for Kendrick to be on the joint on first person shooter.
Yeah.
And he denied it. I don't know what the fuck that has to do with. No, those is Gucci's. Those is Gucci. Okay? Mm-hmm. Talk about S. Carter's. By the way, I had those too.
My boy Andy said that the track or the Kendrick shit is called Mortal Man. We did the Tupac shit.
Yeah, but I mean, like, come on. If we're gonna say, like, it's just how, again, the goalpost is jumping around the room, Greg. The goalpost is like, this shit is erratic, bro. That shit, it's erratic.
It's making all styles and diversions. I told you that the other day.
For $10 to Atlanta.
$10 we get right to DC. Stopping every hour, 1 hour. For sure.
You understand what I'm saying? Boom. Hold on. Yeah, so I don't understand what the whole cease and desist talk is. Kenyatta, if you know somebody that's on the YouTube, if you know, please tell me. I don't understand what the cease and desist is about. That's kind of weird to me. That he's saying Drake sent one.
How can you send a cease and desist for a record that you're not a part of or don't own?
I don't know. I really don't know. I have no idea. And I guess I'm gonna have to wait until Joe Budden or academics or whatever. I don't know. Somebody tell us what's going on with that. I don't get it. What else is the layers now? The whole. Now let's get into where we are today.
Right.
This biracial talk and how Drake is cosplaying Black culture.
Right.
What do you think about that?
I mean, you know what it is? I don't like it because I think there's a difference between Black Canadian and Black American. And I think we have a problem with that understanding in our country. So I feel like if we're saying Drake is cosplaying Black, we got to say that Cole is cosplaying Black and all these other people who are biracial are cosplaying Black. I just think because he grew up in a different country and the way race is viewed in that country, I don't know why he's getting the whole he's like less Black than,
because he gets women. That's why. That's why. Because he gets pussy. That's why. That's really what this is about. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm telling y'all right now, this is turning into a have versus have nots conversation. I never seen a nigga that get bitches not like Drake. I never seen this. I never seen a nigga that actually could go in a club and walk out with somebody he likes, not like Drake.
And also, too, isn't Kendrick white biracial? I don't understand.
She is, but I think there's more about what he does than who he is.
Like some of his movements, like stuff like that.
Messing with very light-skinned girls, white girls, not messing with dark-skinned girls, not doing enough, saying enough, having a certain presence when time comes for people to have a presence. The things that he talks about in his music, huh?
You mean like on social issues and stuff?
Social issues, the things that he talks about in his music. I remember at one point, during the Ferguson thing, he was like something that you wanted to hit my hands up. Oh, it was the charged up. He had not said nothing.
But you know what? That's funny to me because you got to remember, the moment he speaks about Black American experience, people here are gonna tell him, "Nigga, you from Canada? Why are you talking on our issue? You don't know shit about being from here." So I don't understand why do we want him to speak about issues that we're not going to accept his take on them anyway?
This is what I was trying to tell y'all about him having a Jewish mom and a Black dad. He was damned if he do, damned if he don't. It was never gonna be Drake. It will never be, because he has access to things that certain people resent not having access to. One of them being money, the other one being women. Those two things.
And I guess some of the upbringing too. I guess maybe he didn't have as hard as some other people did. I guess if you look at it from that perspective, but that don't make it. I don't understand why we equate Black and poverty in the same thing.
Yo, I don't know. See, this is what I'm reacting to right now. It's Thick Mocha says, shout out to you, Thick Mocha. I'm about to use your. It's not about him not being Black enough. He's not American. That doesn't make him less Black, but he uses Black American culture. What about Drake screams Black American culture? What about Drake? Drake screams Black. We can't talk about the way he dresses, because that's not a Black American to me. We're going to talk about the fucking pins in his hair, colored pins, curly hair, the shag. What about Drake is Black American culture? Somebody please tell me.
They said he be hitting other niggas chicks too. Oh, that's the thing too. I know niggas are mad about that.
Of course. He has options. And that's the problem. He doing too much. You getting too many. You moving like you Tony, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Jerome said, name another Canadian black rapper and don't say Tory.
Oh, so is hip hop just dope? Fuck with it. I like that, Jerome.
Canadian black.
I like that.
I like 88 Glam. I like K Forest. He from up there. There's a few dudes from Canada that's black that rap.
But hold on.
I feel like Canadian people. I think people in America don't understand Canadian culture and how diverse it is and how much it's similar to us. Really.
Son, are the Jabberwockies hip hop? Are the Jabberwockies hip hop? Cuz
you said the Jabberwockies hip hop.
Are they hip hop?
I mean, I think they're more universal. I think they can do anything. They're more like universal. Like
them people. I go to a hip hop concert. It'd be a lot of less of us there.
Oh, 100%.
Than them.
That's why I don't understand when people be like, oh, like, you know, all Drake fans are white women or women or, you know, people that are middle, you know, fair skin or Caucasian or whatever. And I'm like, bro, that's a part of the market. That's who buys these concert tickets. That's who buys a lot of this merchandise and stuff. So why would you not want your fan base to? I don't understand it. Because
it's gatekeeping, which is a lot of what we do. Period. And it's also the fact is we don't even support our own stuff. We only support it when we see somebody else there. We're like, oh, what are they doing here? But this guy has the t-shirt on, the hat, the sneakers. I got how many people you know had the OVO Jordans? I didn't know very many black people. I know a lot of white people, and Spanish people, and Chinese Asian people.
Oh, that went copped out.
They went and did what they had to do to get those. They stood online for 2-3 days. How many people you know had the OVO t-shirts? I don't know many black people that have those.
OVO tees, nah. OVO merch. That's a big thing. Like that clothes and shit. That's a big thing. They got flagship stores and everything.
Bro, you can't tell. Why am I speaking?
Nah, my phone's on the charger. My shit's about to die, bro. I'm trying to.
Son, put it in a sneaker.
Oh, okay.
You got it. I'm gonna send you a stand. I got my shit on the stand, bro.
Oh shit, matter of fact, I think you got
Yeah.
it.
Throw your shit right on a little stand like this here.
Oh, I forgot.
That's when my shit down right here, but
I forgot about that.
Oh, Fit Financier. The Jabberwockies not hating on the culture from within it. How is Drake hate on hip hop?
Drake hating on hip hop culture? Oh no.
I just want to know because once again, I need to make me a goddamn goalpost. Once again, the goalpost running around. Is it clear? You want to know why? Because my stand is biracial, Jerome. That's why it's clear. Why do I have to get a black stand? This is what I'm talking about. Yo, cuz it's a clear stand. Why do you have a black stand? Why don't you have a black stand? And this is what y'all do. If I don't do certain things on what Fit Financier says, I'm hating on the culture. If I don't do certain things, I'm not supporting black. I'm not allowed to have my own black experience as I want to have it. What's the problem? What's the problem?
Yeah.
Listen, blackface and consistent hate of black women is weird. I will say that I don't know what the hell that blackface thing was about. Cuz, do you know what that was about? Because I still don't understand.
From my understanding, that was a clothing line. It was a Canadian designer who was I guess it was like around the Fubu era-ish time, and they had like a clothing line. It was a black owned clothing line, and it was a campaign that they were doing, and those photos were photos from that campaign, and they were, I guess they were trying to call back to that thing in the campaign. I'll send you the article. It's all they on it, but
so what I will say is, and this is not to defend Drake, I think that was a horrible play. It was a horrible play. Horrible play.
Excellent move by Pusha T. That was an excellent move by Pusha T.
And people are like, why didn't you respond to Pusha T? Because at some point, I know if I make another step, I'm going to jail. I will say that. There's some people I don't play with. There's some people I know I don't like you. I know this is real now. There's no reason for me and you to continuously do this. What I want now is different.
Exactly.
So yes, Drake lost that.
You want to say, yeah. It got to. It was no other way to
There was no, and the reason why is because now my emotions is dead ass. I'm dead ass now. You won. Oh, it's almost as if when you get in an argument, you see a nigga getting emotional. You like this nigga. Oh, yo, yeah, go ahead. Y'all niggas about to fight. You dead ass? Yeah. Pusha went there 100%. Drake ain't had nowhere else to go but to go get the hammer. That's it.
Yeah, he had to.
That's it. I'm not going to continue playing with you or arguing with you once you do certain things. You can't spit in my face. I'm not going to ask you why you spit in my face. Huh?
I'm not going to help you like further the, like your career over the beat.
There's nothing else to talk about. You got it. Now when we see you, you know it's really real. And this is exactly what.
They did have some problems too. They did have some behind the scenes stuff too.
I would say so.
Yeah,
I would say, what happened? What did you hear? You heard this? The things actually went down.
Multiple things. You can watch one of Pusha interviews. I think I want to say the Breakfast Club. They talked about it. It was maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, and it was like, yo, could you ever see yourself getting past the Drake shit? And he was like, nah. He was like, nah. It's too much stuff has already happened. People, we passed that point.
Yeah.
It's up forever now.
Yeah.
So when somebody says up forever,
it's gotta be.
There had to be something. Somebody had to be telling. You know what I'm saying? Some things.
It's gotta. You cannot talk about my baby, and that's another thing people don't understand, even on social media. I like to joke around a lot. I will argue a lot. Once you bring up my kids, it's a different energy. I remember there was this one girl, and thank God she's been blocked for years now, so I won't. I'm not scared to talk about it right now, but I plotted on this woman. She said some things about my children being ugly, being autistic. And I sat in my house, and this is 10 years ago, so this is a long time ago. I sat in my house, and I just started looking for her location. Because, for one, my kids were very young. I had just found out they were autistic. You know what I'm saying?
I know, I get it.
And emotions took over. And I'm not saying I was right in thinking that way, but I can understand you hitting me at a time when I'm literally, first of all, that baby was less than a year old.
When I'm trying to figure out the logistics,
I'm still trying to figure out this whole thing. And you exposed to the world that I have a child, and you talk about him, and it was a lot to that I'm pretty sure he wasn't able to just say, okay, all right. You know what I'm saying?
Masterful play by Pusha T. Masterful. The whole thing was masterful.
Jerome, I would have still been in jail. Jerome, I'd have still been in jail. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd have still been in jail. Yes, absolutely. And that was what it was. Got to remember, Jerome, a lot has changed for me in the last 10 years, 15 years.
Right. And we're proud about that too. We like that.
My family understands that. You got to understand that. A lot has changed for me. What y'all know now, y'all don't. I cannot look in the mirror and see the person that I was before. Remember that. So when y'all look at me, don't think you know who we talking about. Cause, oh shit, look, Muffin here.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't think you know who we talking about, because y'all don't. And that fucked me up. Talking about my sons fucked me up, son. So whatever. Anyway, let's go on. It was a fucked up moment for me.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't have put my hands on it, Jerome. I would. Some people you don't fight, Jerome. But go ahead. Anyway, you don't understand what I'm talking about. Anyway, what are we talking about now? Cause
just the process of the whole kids thing, like the whole beat, whatever. Exactly. How that went.
I don't. Another thing I don't like is people bringing up Pusha in this beef.
Yeah, I feel like I'm like, I want to hear Pusha T about Pusha T. I'm tired of hearing Pusha T in relation to Drake or the beat. Like, I don't like that he's tied to this shit forever. He's too good of a rapper. He's too good of a lyricist to be boiled down to the Drake beat.
But am I not allowed to lose a fight? I lost.
But remember, you gotta remember, bro, it's Drake. Remember, it's even if it's a little win, it's gonna be magnified because it's him.
But that's the problem for me. Again, for one, am I beating this man so bad that you got to bring up my other loss? This man who is black, cultural, from LA, he's all of these things that define blackness. Am I beating him so bad that y'all got to find help somewhere else? You understand what I'm saying?
No, I get it. I totally get it.
Because let Kendrick do. Kendrick is Kendrick. He's nice. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not the rappity rap. My raps do this, my raps do that. That's not my kind of rap. It's not. But I listened to this shit and I said, oh.
This shit's good.
Oh. You know what I'm saying? He went off. And now I want to make sure that the goalpost stays right here. So that when Drake comes back, y'all accept it for what it is. Because if Drake comes back and hits him with the same type of bars he hit Drake with, don't say nothing. Drake found help by using AI. That's not help. That's not help, bro. Y'all. He did not need that.
You're like, how do you you have to do it yourself. Like AI is a filter. That's like a voice effect. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not.
He didn't say AI make a diss for me. He said I want it to sound like this. Use AI. At the end of the day, are y'all hip hop or not? Because to me, that was hip hop. Y'all not gonna like that. You want to know why to me that was hip hop? Because when hip hop started, we had to take from other samples, from other people's music. We had to do shit to make the sound of hip hop be what it is. There was no system for that at the time. We had to make some shit out of something. The entire thing of hip hop was doing some shit and altering it and making it sound this way. What do you say, cuz?
No, I agree with what you said. I understand that's how people think about it. But like I said, if you go back in a few years ago, 50 Cent the Game, Not Rich Still Lying. If AI was out back then, that would have been the same thing. He mimicked Game's voice. So, he acted like he was Game, but it's the same concept. It's the same thing. Like, so I liked it back then. So I can't not like it now when it's the new, more polished version of it.
I think that people, again, if it was somebody else, look, Kendrick did it. Nobody said nothing when he was.
If Kendrick would have did it and he would have used like who's Canadian, like Cardinal Official and some other people, if he would have did that, people would have been like, oh nah, Kendrick bodied him. He went and he summoned the E voice, like
Exactly. Hold on, let me see if I get this thing to stay here.
But he used his skill, and that's not the same. You have to write the verses. It's the same thing. Like
but it's not. But it's never going to be the same thing because it's Drake. It's never going to be the same thing because it's Drake. And that's what it's become. It's literally the people who like Drake versus the people who don't like Drake. It don't even have nothing to do with Kendrick Lamar at this point. It's literally just, cuz, what up, baby? It's literally just, I don't like Drake. Somebody get him. Somebody hurt him. Somebody affect him.
Yo, I was listening to a little bit of the action yesterday. He was on the phone with Joe. Joe was like, yo, man, I just want to see Drake bleed. I'm like, what? I'm like, well, what are we doing here? Like
Joe said he wants to see Drake bleed.
I'm gonna send you the clip. He was talking to Act. He was like, yo, Act, what you got? He's like, yo, how do you feel about the beat? Act like, yo, Push Up stood a better record than me. So he's like, nah. He's like, yo, bro, I want to see Drake, take a, he's like, he felt like the nigga that he battled before wasn't on his level. Me, Pusha. So he felt like, okay, a nigga that's on your level, you can't accolade shame him. He rap as good as you. He's like, I want to see a nigga come back with that, which is understandable. But I'm like, a lot of people do want to see Drake fall. I think that's the thing we got to acknowledge.
Kanye already said it out loud.
Yeah, we said the elimination of Drake.
The elimination of Drake. And it's mad funny to me that all of y'all got to get together and try to find a way to get rid of this man. All of y'all got to come together for one Canadian, light-skinned, biracial Canadian. If we're not saying that don't say who he is.
And you know what's funny? Niggas was like, Drake and Cole was clicking up. Kendrick like, yo, Kendrick Kendrick said that they was cooking up or whatever. Kendrick cooked up on Like That.
Hold
so
on.
Like, wait.
What was the start of this beef?
The very start of the start recently.
What was the recent start that said, okay, it's up?
First person shooter.
Why are people saying first person shooter was not the start?
Well, because a lot of people don't really understand. A lot of people haven't really been following, or they haven't really did the science. But first person shooter is the start of this era of it. First person shooter was supposed to be Drake, Cole, and Kendrick. That's why Kendrick said on Euphoria about the feature request. Because Drake wanted him to get on first person shooter. It was supposed to be him, Cole, and Doc. For whatever reason, Kendrick turned it down, right? So now it's just Cole and Drake. That's why when J. Cole said on the song, the Spider-Man meme is me looking at Drake. And when he like, yo, me and Aubrey, Kate, that's why K-Dot responded on Like That, because he's like, yo, you asked me to be on the song. I turned it down. And because now I turned it down, y'all on here talking like, you know what I'm saying?
Trip, you stay right there, Trip. Trip, you stay right there. Go get your glasses. Put your hat on, Trip. Because you got to come in here.
Word.
I want to know what you're talking about with this culture vulture shit you talking about. That's Trip Fontaine. That's Trip Fontaine from tonight's conversation. He had something to say on Twitter. I don't think he responded yet. I haven't. He said, give me 5. He's going to pop in.
All right, good.
You know what I'm saying? But hold on. A lot of people are saying first person shooter wasn't a diss. I'm like, if you go back, hold on, cuz. I'm like, if you go back, like I said, the start of the Bridge Wars was the bridge.
Right.
MC Shan didn't say nothing about KRS-One, but because he said certain shit that got KRS-One going is why KRS-One came out with the Bridge is Over.
Yeah, it's like, yo, hold on,
we gotta address that. So MC Shan saying that the shit kind of started where he was at. It started out in the park.
Right.
We used to do it up in the dark, whatever he said. That's kind of what started it. So first person shooter would be the bridge. Now, Mandy, oh God, you know how I hate that name.
Yeah, and they have been saying this for years, but we're talking about
this particular segment.
This era of it.
This particular segment.
They've been going back and forth on their albums for years.
Homie, somebody tried to request. I was going to bring you in here real quick so you can say what you got to say. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we got it. Let's keep things. Let's make sure that we understand now. Like That. I just want to go real quick, real to the side. What's a better song, Like That or Push Ups?
I think it's Like That and First Person Shooter.
Those are the two. Really?
Like That. Listen, it's Like That and First Person Shooter. And as far as this records, well, Cole deleted it, but it would be 7 Minute Drill, Push Ups, Euphoria. Well, Cole take the Cole shit out, so it's really Euphoria.
Was Cole smart for jumping out of this?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I think he said this on one of his blogs too. He was talking about Drake and Kendrick, and he was saying like he didn't really want to. This is before this shit, so he was like, yo, he didn't really want to get into no shit with them because he's like, yo, eventually I'm gonna retire from this shit, and my relationships with those guys are more important to me than a rap feud or some type of shit. He said it before he apologized, so this wasn't like a part of the apology. He said this a long time ago.
Trash.
So he been on that. That's why him apologizing, it was like, that's on brand. You've been saying this. You've been framing things this way. So he just being consistent. I ain't mad at him.
That's corny, bro. You could never, you gotta rap about flowers. You can't say nothing no more out here. It's nothing you can say.
That's what makes it hard. You can't, being the best or the number one, it's tough because you're automatically behind Kendrick Lamar. Like, no matter where you're at on the list, you're automatically going to be behind him because you apologize. So you can't,
now they're going to push it to you to death with Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard to be in that, in that category.
Yo, you cannot even speak about anything rap related. Like, what do you say now? What do you what is your content about in your music?
Listen, I think he can still make the records that he make. I think that he's gonna just have to.
Oh my life, John. That's what he's got to do now.
You say he's doing shit for the kids?
That's what he got to do now. Who's he gonna talk to? Toro. Toro. Who can J. Cole talk to now? That was corny.
I agree with that. You can partake in lyrical combat and still be friends. I agree with that. But I'm just saying, from Cole's sentiment, he just seemed like, yo, and especially with Drake and Kendrick is going, I don't think Drake and Kendrick like each other, like in real life. Cole don't dislike none of them. So I think in order to go where you gotta go, it's like, bro, I'm not. Am I about to really say bad things about Kendrick and Drake? No. So
you already did. You already did. You already did. And then everybody stepping so everybody come get this plate. Nah, bro.
No, I agree. Cole can still rock. I agree. I love Cole, and I think it was on brand for him. I think him staying in it and beefing, I think that would have been fake and disingenuous because that's not really him.
Hold on, we got a legend in the. Explain to me what you're talking about. Explain to me this, because did you see what I said to you on Twitter?
Nah, what was you talking about?
I said to you,
Trip was good.
Y'all gotta stop. This is my cousin yesterday, rap historian. We starting to do these rap things. I want to know what you're talking about when you're saying that that Drake can't do certain things because of his race or something like that. I can't remember what you said. It was something along those lines.
I had tweeted that people are approaching the Kendrick Lamar diss like he promoting colorism when he really talking about this nigga cosplaying blackness.
And my thing is, how can a black person cosplay black?
All right, let's rap. We're gonna have to take a couple steps away
from
rap.
Let's go. That's what I want to know.
Make this make sense. All right, so we know that if we being honest, and I'm looking at the way other African people and African descendants treat black people. We know that blackness is a very American thing. It's a cultural thing. It's not just an African thing. We established something very particular here in America. For instance, hip hop itself. That's not an all African thing. That's a Black American thing. Y'all from the East Coast, y'all know that. Okay. So when we look at what cosplaying blackness is across the board, right? This is a dude from the suburbs, for instance. Mm-hmm. Now he's starting to dress like y'all dress in the hood. He talking like y'all talk in the hood. He carrying himself like y'all carry yourself in the hood where you live at. It's like, bro, that's not your black experience. You feel me? That's not your cultural experience. So we look at what Drake doing, like, bro, you don't rap like you from Memphis. You don't rap like you from Houston. Mm-hmm. You don't rap like you from Detroit. Mm-hmm. You don't rap like you from England. You don't rap like a whole lot of blackness that's not your experience. Mm. You done dressed like you from certain places. Mm. You done talk and move like you from certain places. And it's like, bro, that's not your experience. You were raised by a Jewish woman in the suburbs of Toronto. Mm. You've been famous since I've been a child, bro. None of this hood shit, none of that is who you are, G. That's
Can I speak in?
Real lived experience, but that's not you.
Can I get in with you?
For sure.
Yeah, I got it.
When we say this man is dressing like he's from the hood, I have never seen Drake in a pair of Timbs. I have never seen Drake in anything that looks, huh?
The Rick Ross video shoot. I know talk about the way he had the black
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yo, the boy, you see these outfits that he's wearing on stage that Rick Ross was talking about? That's how Drake really dresses. He dresses wild to me. He don't look nothing like me or you. I've been around you several times. He don't just like you. He don't just like me. He has his own little weird way of existing that he is. You think about what he did with that video that he came out at the beginning of For All the Dogs with the things in the hair and shit. And even that shag that he was rocking with the hair coming out back. Like, I'm like, bro, that's nothing like my neighborhood. Now, when the whole Jamaican accent, English accent thing came out, they were saying that that's how they talk in Canada. I don't know.
That's a Canadian. I think some of what Trip is saying. I think I agree with a bit of it, but I think a lot of what we're missing is that in Canada, race and ethnicity is viewed a little differently. You know what I'm saying? As we do it here. So I feel like when we like, yo, Drake grew up in a white suburb. He was an actor, et cetera, et cetera. I feel like people in Canada, it's not one group of race or ethnicity that people are around. If you have a group of friends in Canada, most likely your friends are multiple ethnicities, multiple nationalities, multiple religions. So when people say he's cosplaying, he's not cosplaying. I think, and being from Canada, it's a lot of diversity from religion, culture, influence, the whole nine. So I feel like it's hard to say that he's cosplaying something when we as American blacks don't really understand Canadian black culture because it's a little bit different from ours.
Also, this
Canadian black culture.
What is Canadian black culture?
Blackness does not. That's why I said I wanted to take some steps away from hip hop. Blackness is American, bro. Like when you look at what blackness is, it was written into law. It was codified in America. This is why there's international influence in Canada. This is why you have influence from the Caribbeans. This is why you have influence from the West Africans and the East Africans, because there was no drive to get rid of their identity like there was in America. They made us black on paper. They made us black in law. And we built something on top of that. It changes from region to region, right? Just like dialect and fashion and all of that changes. But that blackness, that's not Canadian, bro. It's not.
I get what you're saying now. I understand what you're saying now as far as the brand of blackness. I get what you're saying as far as that.
I don't.
Anything culturally, if you're participating as a non-American African, i.e., not what we would consider black. If you're participating as a guest, right? Mm-hmm. So for you to hop around this region, that region, jump on this wave, jump on that wave, yeah, bro, you technically a culture vulture.
Hold on. You said this man has been famous since you have been a child. Are you Correct. Then not going to say that we are a sum of our experiences, or is that just what applies to certain things? Because from what I know, this man has been around people from Atlanta, from Miami, from Houston, from Detroit, from LA for the last 20 years in building his character and having everyday experiences. Are you trying to say that those experiences do not matter to that man? Those things do not help form the way that he perceives, the way that he behaves? Because I'm telling you right now, if I go down to motherfucking Atlanta and I'm down there for 5-6 years, I'm going to start saying, hey, short, or whatever. I'm still going to say, yo, I'm dead ass.
Name another rapper. Name one. Tahoe, don't be dense with me, big dog.
What?
Name another rapper who done been famous since I was a child, who sound switched up because they was in the industry like that. Name a nigga who done went from New York and started rapping like they was from Atlanta just because they've been around forever.
I seen 50 rapping with country fucking tones on them sometimes.
And you see 50 was just after a bag. He got
we make excuses for 50. When he coming from New York culture, and you hear him singing, you hear him sounding like other.
Switch it up. You are making excuses for Drake. You asked me to explain what I meant. I explained it, and then the first thing you did was try to make an excuse for this nigga.
No, you just said name another rapper, and I did.
You said what's cosplaying blackness? I explained to you that people who are not from here jump in and out of our culture all the time. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, right? West Africans do the shit. They talk like us, dress like us. You go to their wedding, bro, they have a whole separate ceremony to do a West African fucking wedding. That's not their culture. They jump in and out of our culture too, because that's what it means to be black in America. Anybody African is forced to be black here. So I understand in some ways why they assimilate. But come on, bro.
What exactly do you expect him to do then? What is he supposed to do?
I expect him to originate a sound like every other artist that we credit does. I expect him to have a signature sound. And the same thing Kendrick said on the song. Bruh, we like Drake with the melodies. That was your shit. nobody else was in that lane for real, or nobody else could see this nigga in that lane. Now you a thug. Now you doing drill. Now you pulling down on niggas at lights. Bro, come on. Come on.
Drill? You do drill?
Yeah, I never heard him do drill, but that's cool.
That UK drill shit. That's UK drill.
Drake, so you telling me that because he raps a certain way, that is cosplaying Black culture?
But I have another question when you finish.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm telling you the way he's dressed, the sounds he's emulated. Maybe not that weird shit he doing now.
I don't agree with the way he dressed shit. Like, I still don't.
I don't know what's going on right now. But yeah, I'm telling you that he has strategically emulated Black culture.
Do you not think that Drake has his own sound?
You said what?
Do you not think that Drake has his own sound?
Drake changed.
I think it's seldom used.
I think the fact is that we hate on Drake because of his sound, because he's the only one that could do that.
I would like to go on record as having Drake up in the beef before this record dropped.
Why?
He was torching this nigga Kendrick. Yeah, bro, dropping that drop and give me 50 was fucking crazy. Push-ups was nuts. But
you still believe on the colorism thing anyway.
Bro, hold on. Give me one moment.
Yeah.
Because this is actually crazy that this the nigga that you caping for.
What am I? I just don't understand the talk. My thing is this, right? My thing is this, and this is what I came in here saying. I don't see how we police Black culture or we police the Black experience. I can say, okay, the African American, Black American experience is one thing. I can say, okay, the African American experience, the Black experience is one thing.
It's who you caping for.
Can I, cuz let me jump in, cuz.
That's who you caping for. Blackface, bro, come on.
That's wrong.
All right, now hold on. Now this is where it gets tricky because we're talking about Kendrick Lamar versus Drake, and you're saying that he's cosplaying Blackness. So I need to know, was Drake cosplaying Blackness when Kendrick wanted him on the Good Kid, Mad City album for Poetic Justice? Was he cosplaying Blackness when he took Kendrick on his first tour, the Club Paradise tour? They told me to take R&B nigga on the road, not just for Kendrick and Rocky. Was he cosplaying?
The two things are not mutually exclusive.
No, I didn't say they were. I'm asking, like, we have to, like, we can't pick and choose when it's convenient to say, well, we got all we needed from Drake now you're cosplaying Black. No, because if he was cosplaying, there shouldn't have been no Poetic Justice. There shouldn't have been no tour. There shouldn't have been no we was cool after the Control verse. There shouldn't have been none of that. If I don't like you and I think you're emulating in a fake way the Black culture, I don't want you on my first classic album. I don't want to go on your tour. I don't want nothing with you. So again, who's cosplaying what here? Because it seems like once niggas got what they got out of Drake and they got their accolades for what they needed out of Drake, and now that they know that they're never gonna get that again, now it seems like, well, I can get the Drake stimulus now. Fuck him. It's more beneficial to diss him because I'm not gonna get the feature. I'm not gonna get the look. So I'm saying if we're saying he's cosplaying Black, it's very convenient to say it now in the beat when we've been here since 2009. And thank me later, take care, views, nothing was the same. If you're reading this, when did this happen? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
One of the first niggas whose sound he stole was the nigga out of Houston. What's my man name? Drinking My Cup. Kirk O'Banks. Kirk O'Banks took that sound from Houston. Took Big Sean flow out of Detroit. Like, bro, took Fonte flow from Lil Brother. Like, bro, you can parallel the niggas. I'm confused as to how you're like tying the two together. I'm confused about how you saying like, oh yeah, like he asked him to be on the track. What does that have to do with a dude not cultivating his own sound and borrowing from the culture of other people? Like, come on, dog.
But hold on, bro. We gotta be honest.
That's
hip-hop.
wrong. That's crazy.
We gotta be honest hip hop people here.
That's crazy.
We cannot come on these platforms and say that Drake didn't cultivate a sound. Drake, he changed hip hop sound. Like, what are you saying here? We like let's not get confused.
Which album?
It changed today because of Drake.
Which album?
So Far Gone.
That's the thing. It's not even an album. It was an era of time where the sound literally changed. After 808s and Heartbreaks, and we get the Drake, we get that So Far Gone.
So 808s and Heartbreaks. So 808s and Heartbreaks.
So Far Gone.
Nobody.
You asked for the project.
People did not log into 808s the same way they logged into So Far Gone and after that. Now I loved 808s. I was there.
808s was the start of something.
Yeah.
He did now get So Far Gone. Thank you later.
Yeah.
And some of those other things. So to say that he didn't cultivate a sound or that he stole the sound, he was the only person doing that at a point. So it can't be Drake. We don't want to hear you talk about.
And we can't even say 808s because Kanye took that from other people too. This is what hip hop is.
Travis Scott, Kid Cudi.
That's really what hip hop is.
Right,
and y'all cannot tell me that I gotta stay in one certain place because I'm not black enough to do other things. You can't do that.
Y'all just credited the people who actually cultivated the sound, but you're still trying to give the credit to Drake. I'm just a little bit confused about that because it is Kid Cudi sound. It's absolutely Kid Cudi sound. And Drake just took it further. Like Drake absolutely took it further and built a beautiful thing on top of it. And what did Kendrick say on the track? We like Drake with the melodies.
And made it mainstream.
We like Drake with the melodies.
Nobody was doing Kid Cudi sound. The average motherfucker was not riding around doing Kid Cudi sound. We wasn't jamming to that. The backpackers was staying right there. Drake took it and made it something else that everybody then started trying to do. So there's credit for that.
I'm not saying Drake is not a good culture vulture. I never said he wasn't. I said first that I had him up. Yeah. I said that first.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said I had him up. I never said the nigga wasn't good at what he do. To be frank here, and that's the thing too. I don't want to make this seem like I'm like Drake ain't shit. Like, nah, bruh. To be frank,
no, we need.
I think he. You said what?
I said we need this perspective. Like, we
no, for sure. I think Drake is probably the greatest hit maker rap has ever seen, or hip hop has ever seen. I don't know if anybody can actually touch him when it comes to putting numbers on the board. I think that throughout his career, he's had glimpses of a top 10 DOA rapper. I don't think he stays in that pocket consistently because I think his focus is making larger impact and not actually being one of the greatest rappers of all time.
Mm-hmm.
So the greatest artist. Okay, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. I'm not a Drake hater, bro. But when we talking about actual penmanship, he lost, bro. He lost this round.
Yeah, I would say he lost this round. I definitely would say he lost this round. But I think that if you go first, it's harder for you to win going first when somebody can take their time and reply to you and figure out how to break down your first throw. So that's cool.
What I'm gonna say about Drake is I hope he take his time.
I don't see that happening.
I think a part of the problem, that back-to-back shit kind of got niggas in this mode where everybody's supposed to drop their diss within 2 days. Like you should just be armed and ready. Yeah, like everybody's supposed to be camped out in the studio ready to just drop disses on niggas. The thing about Cant, and I'm not saying this about y'all, I'm saying this about most people. I think people are used to microwave music now. They used to music that I can understand every single thing about it the first time I listen to it. That's not what type of artist, not even just dissing. That's not what type of artist Kendrick Lamar is. Bro, everything from the name of the record to the bars in the record. Nigga, Euphoria is a movie. It's a Jewish movie about No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about it's an actual old school Jewish movie about these teens that end up rebelling against authority and losing their way, bro.
Trip.
Like that's the type of intentionality that like niggas not giving you credit for. You feel me? Like
Trip.
No.
He did the same thing. He did the same thing. Trip. Drake did the same thing with push-ups, bro. He did the exact same thing. What Drake did was push-ups. There are so many double entendres. There's so much that he's addressing in that song, going at different artists And he did that within a certain amount of time. The same thing that Kendrick did. Kendrick did a great thing. I'll give it to him. But we're not just going to act like Kendrick's was that much better than Push-Ups when it comes to.
It absolutely was.
I don't agree.
It absolutely was.
I don't agree. I think he did a great
It
job,
absolutely
though.
was.
So Trip, how many rounds you think it has to go for you to call a clear-cut winner?
Somebody got to release some shit that's doo-doo.
Yeah, I think I think this one of them matches that's just a battle of who makes the first mistake.
Yeah, somebody got to lose. Somebody's gonna make a play that's gonna go wrong, and it's gonna be like, yeah, that's it. I'm good. And it's gonna be hard to come back from that.
Dealing with Titans right now. Like these the only two niggas that can do it. I think it be respected at this level.
Yeah.
Right. And again, I think Drake has the ability to get with pretty much anybody. I don't think he walks in it consistently because I don't think that's his goal. But again, I speaking to the specifics of the cosplay and blackness, man. Like, I'm not saying that that's a reason Drake loses. I think he just got out-rapped. I was talking specifically about the people who wanted to make this about colorism. Mm-hmm. I saw think pieces being put up on Twitter where like, oh, now he promoting colorism and trying to do the whole light skin or mixed people can't da-da-da-da-da. Man, come on, bro. Anybody that even kind of know me know that like I'm for black people regardless, nigga, black, whatever. So however you do your black is cool with me. But if you gonna sit up here and pretend and put on and take off different blackness based on what's hot, based on how to sell a record, that I do have a problem with. The shit is horrible. You got the pop nigga out here popping off on tracks and shit like that, talking about shooting niggas. Like, bro, you was just getting niggas emotional and then they bad the album ago. Yeah, I have a problem with that.
Hold on, Trip. So you think somebody that's been at the top of the game as long as Drake has, you don't think that changes people? You don't think
that's what I want to know?
You think he could be in that same position for all of this time and not assume some of that?
I'm not calling Drake the biggest gangster. I'm not saying that he's Scarface, but you don't think shit went down?
Yeah, like I'm not saying that either. But I can't say that Drake is the same Drake that he was in so far.
Nigga, I went to get some food the other day and shit almost went down for no ass reason. You think the shit just can't go down consistently when you're in this game where shit always goes down? And you the lightest nigga, you the corniest nigga. Niggas gonna try to punk you. I just want to know if you don't think that's part of his experience at this point.
We consistently hear this like Drake is not this, not that. Drake is one of the few rappers we never heard really get touched. We never heard it was we don't hear those things. So I'm like, I'm not saying he's gangster, and I wouldn't even want that type of sauce from Drake. But we can't just act like he's just been moving around here untouched for no reason.
Now he got touched. Diddy slapped him, I heard.
Oh yeah,
he did. He did get touched, but we knew about that. What I'm saying is, we know the nigga's outside. Every time I'm in Houston, I see the nigga. Sometimes I'm in Atlanta, I see the nigga. He's outside. And I would assume that when you got the type of beef that he got, like say, even if it's just with Pusha, that's real beef. Them niggas, something's happening, and besides what's going on in Toronto, there's things that's be happening anyway. Whatever. Overall, yeah, I think Kendrick won this round. I think Kendrick went super hard. I expected Kendrick to go super hard. And my thing is that people don't understand is nobody expected Drake to go that hard with push-ups. Nobody expected that. Going at 5-6 niggas in the same thing. Well, nobody expected that. So I think Drake gets credit for that. But now he's gotta collect himself after what Kendrick did. And he got to direct that directly at Kendrick in some real shit.
I agree.
That's what it is now. It's not you was playing games. You was taunting him. The tailor-made freestyle with the AI and all that. You was talking to him. You was laughing at the end of the thing. Come on, homie. I'm waiting for you. Da, 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 da. Now it's time to see what you got.
I also think he owed down. So, like, while I do give him credit for going at everybody because he snapped, he been owed down on that.
What
like
you mean?
He owed other MCs and he owed the culture. And that's what I mean. It's like, bro, the culture of hip hop MCing started on competition outside of like right after it became about aiding the DJ, it became about competition.
Yeah.
You can't talk that best in the game shit. You can't talk that GOAT shit, keep sneak dissing niggas and niggas diss you for real and you don't say nothing. So Joe Budden gave you like a whole EP of disses, and granted, that's Joe Budden, so I ain't saying you don't owe that nigga.
I don't respect
but like
I don't respect Joe, but he don't respect Joe Budden like that to give him that platform. I don't think Jay didn't either, because Jay, when Joe Budden was nice, he went at Jay. Jay paid him dust. I'm not giving you that. But if we're going to say that about Drake, then can we say the same thing about Cole? Where does that put you with Cole now?
Cole.
All right, then. As long as we're going to say that. As long as we're going to keep, because again, I was waiting for the goalpost to move.
Cole.
If we go, as long as we're going to say that, then I'm here.
Now, this may be unpopular and it's getting kind of beside the point. I don't have J. Cole in the conversation with Kendrick and Drake.
I didn't either. Although the things that he's been dropping lately, I'm like, oh shit. It was
a great rapper.
I was like, oh shit.
I think he's a great rapper.
Conversation, but I think the dust up shit with Kendrick, I think for me, I would have to put Future there now at this point.
Nah. Why? What? How?
He got the consistency. He got the bodies of work. He got the hits. Like,
he don't have the bars, bro. He got dope music. He cool. He's got great music. He don't have the bars to have that kind of conversation with Drake.
All right, so in the big three, it has to be lyrics.
You got to have the lyrics got to be in there. Now, the thing is with Drake is the ghostwriting allegations kind of fucked him up. But to me, that don't really change what Drake does with a mic. No Diddy.
Because if we really being honest, if you're talking just rapping ability, I have Big Sean up there.
Nah. The accolades got to be there. It's got to be a thing. With Kendrick, it's a thing. Nah, Big Sean signed with a nigga. No, with Big Sean, he's great lyrically, but he just don't have that oomph. And he don't have that oomph. Kendrick, when he dropped, the world changes, my nigga. Like that, the damn album, Kendrick moves mountains when he drops, bro. He moves mountains when he drops.
No, hold on. That Miles Morales and the mixed up shit, that shit was whack.
To some, they said that was a great project.
Bro, we're gonna be honest here. That was not it. Miles Morales was not it, bro. Everybody said it. Drake said it. Cole said it. We've all said it, bro.
To Pimp a Butterfly.
Metric said it. The album didn't stay long. Now he did a good tour. It was a good, situation. But
Good Kid, Mad City. To Pimp a Butterfly. What we talking about?
That where some other people do, but it was a good album. The Everything's best album, I think, to me.
So I don't think if we gonna bring bodies of work into it, then I don't think either one of them are close to Kendrick, and I don't think Cole is close to Drake. Like, I think it's pretty big gaps between all of them, for real. If we talking about bodies of work.
Aren't we talking about preference now, though? The type of music you like listening to versus because shit, Drake fans, they swear by him. Swear. And what he could do globally, Kendrick cannot do.
I'll give you that again. Biggest hit maker hip hop has ever seen, but One Dance is not a rap record.
Again, you can't say that and then say that he's trying to be of a certain culture. He's doing things that's local to him as a Black Canadian.
I'm saying it's not a rap record. So if we're talking about rap albums,
he does things according to being a biracial Canadian.
I'm not shitting on him for it. It's a great song. It was a great album, but you brought up like global sales. Kendrick Lamar's sound is not global. One Dance is a global record.
But hold up, but you're using One Dance like he doesn't have other hip hop records that are as God's Plan, Jimmy Cooks. We gonna go.
Bitch don't kill my vibe. We gonna be all right.
Again, that goes to the type of music you like. That's the type of music you like.
We were talking about hip hop.
That speaks to you.
4 p.m. in Calabasas. We can.
But I'm saying like niggas brought up bodies of work and we start talking about classics and y'all start talking about like global sales and I'm wondering how we got here, but I was entertaining it. My thing here is that Drake's albums don't actually age well. He has a lot of good songs.
I disagree.
Like show me the album that aged well after Nothing Was the Same. Show me the one that aged well.
If you're reading This Is Too Late, Views, I can give you hit. What do you want off those albums?
I didn't say hits on the albums. I said the albums. Like they don't age well.
This Is Too Late.
That, bro, come on.
This is why you can't do this.
The controversy surrounding
Y'all
that
can't
album,
do this.
like the Q Miller shit, we counting that?
You can't do this, period, because those of us who love Drake's music will still listen to Certified Lover Boy, will still listen to fucking shit. The people who are his fans like Scorpion. Like, but y'all who don't really do it, y'all who really don't,
I'm a Drake
don't
fan.
like it.
Like, I don't understand why y'all keep talking to me like I'm not a Drake fan.
Because if you was, then you wouldn't even be.
Scorpion.
I like the album. I don't think it was a great album.
I did.
Scorpion,
I did. I went to the tour in 3 states.
Okay, let me explain myself because I think this is where we may be missing. When I'm talking about a great album, I'm not talking about a collection of great songs. I'm talking about an actual weave together project that's cohesive, that makes sense together. Bruh, sonically, Drake is never gonna miss, bruh. He's never gonna miss. Like, I don't know how many times I have to say that he's the greatest hit maker that niggas have ever seen. He's not going to miss. A bad Drake album is still better than 98% of the game's albums.
Yeah.
I'm being critical of the artist right now.
Yeah, I get that.
And I'm saying that his albums as whole projects do not age well. Of course, I'm going to find 5 or 6 bangers off of every project that are worth putting the album on and sitting through the songs that I really don't rock with like that.
I can't really tell you very many songs off of any of these albums. I could tell you as a Drake fan, right? And y'all talking about, oh, he likes bubblegum music. Okay. So the people of us that like Drake and like his music love his albums.
I think to Pimp a Butterfly ages very well. I don't think Mr. Morale ages well.
All right, I'll take it.
I think To Pimp a Butterfly ages well in the sense that as you grow and mature, you can go back in that album and listen to it and catch different pieces and appreciate it as a new piece of artwork. I don't think it ages well in the sense that on a random Tuesday afternoon, I'm in the car, like, you know what, let's put To Pimp a Butterfly on.
Let me ask you a question. How do y'all like Damn? How y'all like the Damn album?
I think that's his best shit.
Okay.
It's not my favorite shit, but I think that's his best album.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's his best album too.
Y'all do.
My favorite record of that is Fear.
I know the one on there is Ain't Nobody Pray For Me. Yeah, I love that. But guess what? I can't listen to Damn from front to back. I can't. Me personally. I'm not saying it. What'd you say?
He's talking about back to front.
Yeah, I can't listen to the whole shit straight through.
It started at the end.
Yeah, like so again, we talking about preference and we talking about the type of music we like and I guess how much we fuck with a particular artist. Me personally, I can't listen to that whole shit. I love the album, but at some point I'm like, yeah, I gotta go. I don't do that personally with Drake albums. I can listen to damn near the entire fucking thing, and every once in a while I'll be like, yeah, I don't like this track. So isn't this a whole conversation about preference?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is preference. I think they all make good music.
I definitely ain't get it about them.
Quality albums. I think, yeah, like you said, bro, I think it's really preference. It's really what do you prefer to listen to in your off time? When you're going to go out, when you're getting ready, when you're going to wherever you're going, what you're going to put in your ears and play. So I think, and that's subjective. Some niggas are going to want the Drake. Some niggas going to want the Dot. Some niggas going to want the Cole.
Hey,
some niggas want the Lil Durk and shit.
There you go.
So where I be comparing rappers in situations like these, right?
Agreed.
Because I agree with everything that's being said. A lot of where we at right now is preference.
Mm-hmm.
My comparison oftentimes is, for one, like my bias is being a writer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at the first element of being an MC, and that's writing. Like, can you write? Unless you a strictly freestyle nigga, like, which, okay, cool, because I fuck with that too. Can you write? What's actually being written? What's being said? You know what I'm saying? So when I'm looking at the two of these guys going against each other, yeah, your ability to write a hit definitely counts. But in a battle of MCs, we're not talking about hits. We're talking about how sharp the sword is. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I got Kendrick. His pen has been sharper in a more consistent way for me. What Drake has displayed is a larger toolkit.
Okay, fair.
He has a much larger toolkit than Kendrick. I think if this was about making better songs, I don't think it would be close.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you only because Drake did push-ups, was against 5-6 different artists, then came with tailor-made freestyle. And the reason I'm giving him that is because he wrote those bars. And he did that all within those 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks that it took Kendrick to write what he wrote. So it's not act like his pen not going off.
Trip, what's your opinion on the tailor-made shit?
I think it was clever as fuck.
All right.
Okay.
And let's not act like the man not sitting there writing, looking at it like, yo, I'm just having fun with this. I did that. He said I did the first one in 2 days or one night. I did that 2 hours.
You don't think that's what
somebody said, how do we know? We know Drake wrote it because if you listen, I know Trip understand this. I know when you heard the Tupac
inflections, you can hear Drake in it.
You can hear it. Like it's you when you listen to somebody enough, you get familiar with their writing style, words that they're gonna use, how they lean on certain words, certain breaths in between. So go back and listen to any Pac, any Snoop. Them niggas ain't never flow like that. Not saying that it was whatever, but that's not their style.
It's no way. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Let me stop right now and say Drake is not beating Kendrick Lamar in a rapidy rap. It's no way. Kendrick does that.
I feel like that's what this is about.
Okay.
I feel like that's what MC beef is about. That's not street related. Can you out rap me?
Okay, but then that also means then you're gonna have to give Drake a little bit for having to run uphill. He's running uphill.
He running uphill. Again, he owed down on a few niggas. Niggas been sending shots at Drake and he been sending shots at niggas for a while.
Yeah.
You been owed this. Now you at ground zero. I give him his credit for me started at push-ups.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not giving you credit for going at niggas who been coming at you. Nigga, you owed down. You don't get to run your mouth and say you to go, and niggas keep swinging at you, and you try to take this imaginary high road. That's not how the spirit of MCing works. That may be how the industry works. That's how the industry works. That's how the rap game works. But that's not how that shit. And I'm not saying anybody that open their mouth about me is gonna catch one. Everybody not worthy. But bruh.
Trip, are you saying that Drake was never sending them back? He was never subbing niggas back? Niggas ain't go at Drake. They just throwing the same subs that Drake was sending back.
We left off at the story of Adi Don, did we not?
Listen, he lost that beef. He lost that beef. Y'all can't keep doing this. He lost that beef. It went too far for him.
He lost the beef, but he's been poking the push it since Scorpion.
Yeah, but he still lost it. You can't if a nigga shoot up your mom's crib, you can't just keep dissing him in songs. Nigga shot his mom's crib up. Ain't nothing to talk. Stop trying to act like you're not talking to Pusha. Nigga shot your mom's crib up, slapped your kid. You either gonna go back at him or shut up. So that was a loss. Period.
So we coming off of L.
Yeah.
And y'all giving niggas credit for subs?
Hold up.
Giving niggas credit for finally snapping back. Like I said, bruh, I give him credit starting at push-ups. He demolished the nigga with the AI shit. The AI shit was some of the most clever shit I've ever seen. To mask up as a nigga's OGs and talk about how disappointing he is. Bruh, I'm giving the nigga credit.
Yeah.
But I think y'all trying to give him extra credit.
I do. I'm gonna give him extra credit.
You don't get credit for
extra credit.
I'm gonna give him extra credit.
Extra credit.
Especially going at Kendrick. I'm giving him extra credit because Kendrick, this is what he does in his sleep. I already knew when niggas was like, oh, Kendrick can't come back. How Kendrick? He look, oh, Kendrick not going to respond. Kendrick Lamar? That was doing all of them mixtapes before he even made an album of just rapidy rap shit. Y'all ain't think that nigga was going to respond? And I said the way he's going to respond is going to be crazy. Absolutely, I knew the Kendrick, but that's because that's what he does. So now we're going to say that this is not Drake's culture. This is not how he grew up. He grew up around a Jewish mom in a white school with curly hair and a big nose.
Correct.
And he's able to go track for track with this nigga. Yeah, I'm going to give him a little extra credit. Yeah, I'm going to give him a little extra credit. I am.
I'm glad you said it. I just wanted to hear it. That's all.
Yeah, I'm not
saying that, but I understand it.
I'm not being so Drake came in from backpack rap. And that's why I'm saying, like, I think he actually can out-rap a lot of guys. He doesn't walk in it consistently. I don't know if, like, up until what was that? Take Care. We still got a lot of rap Drake. We got a lot of rapidy rap.
Yeah, he changed it. Yeah, he changed up. Yeah, he changed
So far gone was like
yeah, it was a mix. It was a mixtape. Yeah, it was a mixtape.
It was a mixtape, and it was more of a period piece.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was not an indicator of what we were going to get from Drake, at least not at the time.
Exactly.
He was still rapping at a high level on all his records.
Exactly.
Or at least attempting to.
Exactly.
So I've never had a doubt that Drake could rap or that he could hang. It's that he don't. Again, this is not about the sub shots. This is not about niggas send subliminals all the time. This is about you reducing yourself to subliminals when you say you the GOAT.
Hold up. No, Trip. I can't let you do that, Trip. I'm sure you have Jay-Z as being the GOAT.
For sure. Well,
that's the sub-master.
Yeah. Where you at?
Balls of subliminals. He's the final boss. When you beat all of the people in the tower, Jay-Z is the last person of subs.
And you would assume that I don't dock him for that?
Okay.
I'd like to hear it.
Okay. I wouldn't. Because a lot of people don't get to be your op.
I thought that's what came with the GOAT stat. I thought because you're the GOAT, y'all are not even worth some of this stuff. So
exactly.
Jay-Z,
correct. Some of y'all are absolutely not worth it.
Exactly.
You have to earn your shot at a title.
Exactly. You can't. You're just not gonna have me jumping off my throne. Every nigga that want to throw a shot. No, you're just not gonna get that. So
yeah, I'm not responding to that. Like I'm Drake. Like I'm sorry.
Absolutely. Like, bro, you can hold that.
I'm not responding to Joe Biden if I'm Hov. At that point in his career, Joe was already on his way down.
Jay-Z is known for the subliminal. So I don't. You can't say that you can't be the GOAT and doing subliminal. Jay-Z's made a career out of it.
You know how many niggas on their way down still ended up qualifying for fights? They got their asses beat. Probably wasn't even worth defending the title to the champion, but being the champion comes with defending your title. You don't get to win the championship last year, and then the motherfuckers that face you just because they had a lucky year, you be like, man, you ain't really earning this. I'm not defending this title.
Yeah.
So what if you had a good year? If you really that man, knock this nigga the fuck out.
Yeah.
Some of these niggas have had platform enough and ear enough, despite their previous relevance.
Who?
To get a response.
Who?
Joe Budden.
Bro, Joe Budden ain't made since he threw them shots at Jay. It took him about 5 or 6 years before anybody even heard of him again. That shit was over. That was the last thing.
I'm not talking about the shots at Jay. I'm talking about the shots at Drake.
Oh, Joe Budden?
Yes, bro.
Nah. It's nothing left. His career was already in shambles by then. It's nothing left. Why is he gonna wake him up?
Him out. What's the issue with stomping him out?
Nah, for what?
Because the issue with stomping with Joe Budden at that particular time, the issue with stomping Joe out is that I fuck with the Joe Budden pod. I watched the pod. But one of the biggest pod moments in history was Joe's review on the View shit.
All the way here, all the way back.
And bro, so imagine if at that particular time Drake is engaging in a rap battle with Joe. We're saying that you should have left the Pusha T shit alone because it's like, all right, bro, if I'm not gonna take it there to the streets, I'm not gonna just further your fucking. You feel me? What do you think that does for Joe? It does nothing for Drake, but you get what I'm saying. So it's like, Joe, nah, bro, you already. What up, bro?
If he would have woke Joe up and gave him back his career, and a lot of times, starving a nigga is better than going over there and addressing him. Starving a nigga, he starved Joe out of the game. That was just a way better move than addressing it. You're not going to get a career off this. I know that's what you want. You want to release track after track after track coming at me. Nah, you get nothing but dust. I'm making you look whack.
A few minutes ago.
Huh?
I say a few minutes ago that the rap game and the spirit of MCing are different. So on the strength of the rap game, I completely understand not responding to niggas.
I like that. I get it. I like that. I see what you're saying. Trip.
All
right.
But to profess to be the greatest MC, though, now you're talking about the spirit of MCing. Those are different rules.
Hold on, Lil Lees. Let me say this real quick. Joe is nice. And that's why you don't give a nigga like him your attention and the people who follow you. Once the people, because it's a lot of times when a nigga online, he might come at me, he got 170 followers. I won't have it. He'll say some crazy shit to me. I won't even address it because I got 15,000. And once they see me arguing with this nigga, he gets more power. So I'll starve him of that. I won't even say nothing.
And to be honest with you, Joe did a lot of the Kendrick and Ross angling. He did that years ago. So he been had the best delivery. He been had some of the better,
for sure,
angling. But like I said, that's why certain niggas leave him alone.
Yeah, Joe is nice. Joe is nice. I'll give him that.
He is. Making of a Murderer was crazy.
Yeah.
What you said with who?
It was fucking crazy. Making of a Murderer.
Making of a Murderer.
Yeah. It's a lot of his shit that's ridiculous. A lot of the music tracks is crazy. Shit, a lot of them freestyles is fucking crazy. Them BT joints and shit that he do up on fucking Flex and all that. It's been times I just went and listened like, yo, he could have really been something if it wasn't for his fucking psychosis. He's just not good with people.
Yeah, he fried.
Yeah, he just fried. Yeah, he's not good with people like that. And unfortunately, he self-medicated, and it might hopefully, I mean, there wasn't no real medicine that he could have took. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But does Quavo have a career still?
I don't think so.
Is it because of Chris Brown?
Nah. I think the shit Chris Brown was saying and sentiment was true. You know, he might have, in some ways, kind of been one of the stars, but like as far as listening to the records and who we wanted to hear,
never was Quavo.
It was never him.
It never was Quavo.
It was never him. You know what I'm saying?
But I ain't gonna lie.
Chris Brown is punching down too. To be honest with you, Chris Brown is at the position where he can look at Quavo like Joe Budden.
Realistically, I liked what he dropped, but it wasn't needed. I can say that.
But I'm gonna also say that Chris kind of used that to prove to y'all who he was on with Penn. He was like, "Oh, y'all think?" Because I don't think Quavo got nothing for him. I don't think Quavo lyrically, as a nigga who is a rapper, has anything for a nigga that's a singer and dances and done backflips. I ain't heard a fucking diss like that in a minute, son.
In a minute. That was just outright disrespectful.
What are we comparing that to?
People want.
What are we comparing that to?
That was a super ugly.
That was a super ugly. Nah, it was worse than super ugly. That was worse than super ugly. Yo, Trip. I ain't heard somebody go that hard with that much venom in a minute. I mean, it
had to be since the G Unit days, probably. Because
Super Ugly was hard, but it was hard. But I think
maybe some of that old DJ Cool G Unit tapes.
Yeah, that was Beans and Jada.
Yeah, some of that.
That was Beans and Jada. That was where it's like, oh, these niggas hate each other.
I'm clowning you. I'm disrespecting you. We using the beats that's hot. we doing everything, nigga.
Yeah.
We doing everything.
Yeah.
Hey, that nigga. Jada was snap. Yeah, you right. Definitely Jada Beans.
Yeah,
that
was
shit was
Jada
crazy.
That was Jada and Beans. Would y'all listen to a Chris Brown rap album?
Yeah. Cause you remember he used to do the mixtapes back in the day and shit.
Bro.
You still got it?
I'm a Chris Brown fan, my nigga. Like I got the whole.
That's real.
Yeah, I'm pulling up. We gonna listen to that later.
That's
I'm
real.
pulling up.
Come on, bro. Like
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up. We gonna listen to that later on.
Bro.
This niggas, I want to see your moms anyway. But
yeah. I just talked to her. She's in the hospital. She's doing pretty good.
Yeah. But yeah, y'all, I gotta go to the fucking doctor. Y'all, Trip, you smoked me on that when you came to the black culture reference and shit like that.
Yeah, that was good. That was good shit, Trip. I appreciate that.
You check the tweet I did after that tweet. I said, why did I go at this nigga Trip on Twitter?
Man, I had muted that shit stat, bro, because like motherfuckers got on there trying to think piece me. I'm like, bro, I'm not doing this. I ain't even think that shit was going to blow up like that.
Yeah.
I gotta look at that shit now.
But I think there's a big us versus them thing that's gonna happen with this Drake Kendrick shit. It's a lot of people who go to the.
I think the West Coast part of it too. I think
that's the one thing I didn't like about Taylor Made, bro. That's the one thing I didn't understand why Drake would do that. Why would you alienate that whole coast now from supporting you?
He's a culture vulture.
Do you think that he didn't know that? Do you think that he didn't know what he was doing?
He's the only bro.
He was never gonna get the wet. He was never gonna get that on his side anyway. So it didn't make a difference whether you coddled them or not. That's
only a nigga. I'm not saying I don't respect it because again, it was a masterful move. But only a nigga that does not respect the culture is gonna use the deceased Tupac to diss another nigga, bro. It's not even about him never winning the West Coast. It's about you not having the proper reverence for the culture for you to do some shit like that. Again, it led to some great shit.
Nah, I'm not jacking that, Trip. Not jacking that.
He a culture vulture, bro. The best one I've ever seen.
I'm not jacking it
because he's black.
Oh, you can't use Tupac voice to diss. Man, please.
We accept that shit because he's black.
Please.
Now
he black. Now he black.
The black.
Everybody that come here is forced to be black. I said that earlier.
Yeah, that big nose forced you to be black.
You don't get to identify as Ghanaian on your motherfucking ID and shit like that. You gotta be black. You don't get to identify as you gotta be black. So when he here, he black.
You don't think that he's black? You don't think that he was black when he was home and he wasn't white enough to be around the people that was in his community because he had that nose and that hair and his father was black? He wasn't black then. He didn't have a certain similar black experience that comes with having that nose and having those features.
In Canada?
Yeah.
They don't do race like we do, bro.
Okay, so I don't know that. I didn't know that. But I bet you the minute he moved around black people, he seen that he was not black enough for them. I bet you that. The minute he came, black is a lot of different things to being black, bro.
We talked about
that's exactly what Kendrick was saying to this nigga. How many black features until you feel black enough? You keep surrounding yourself with shooters. You surround yourself with the latest hood act. You dress like them. You talk like them. That's exactly what the fuck that nigga's saying.
And that's absolute. That's my point. And guess what? That is the experience for a lot of biracial people. That isn't just one person. That's a lot of experience for a lot of people that don't really know where they fit in. And that's really their life. It's not that a motherfucker just came up with this like, oh, this is the play. This is exactly how I'm living because I don't know. Which is why it was a good bar. That's why those shots was good. That's why it was good.
That doesn't make it less true, nor does that make it less of a good angle.
It's a great angle. It's a great fucking angle. Because it is true.
I'm not shitting on mixed people.
But you can't then take that and then say that he's doing something wrong by that being his experience. That is his experience. And especially if he's coming from a place like Canada that doesn't have this whole black culture thing that's just separate from being Canadian. and then coming into America and then experiencing that, like, oh shit, there's a whole motherfucking wealth of culture here that I had not experienced back home, and not knowing where to sit with that, because you're expecting him to just kind of exist in America as like a ghost to culture, being around it. Like, oh, I don't see this, I don't see that, but I'm around it all day. How does that play? I'm definitely going to soak in as much as I can from niggas, from us, because we're full of that. When was he supposed to stop? At what point was he supposed? Was the blackness supposed to be like, all right, let me just stay here with the Memphis culture, or let me just stay here with the Houston culture?
At what point wasn't it cool anymore? Because when the features was coming and the business was getting done, I didn't hear one word about this.
Why would you when the business is being done? Why would you when the niggas being
you standing on business? Then
how many of them niggas really standing on business?
Okay, I get that. I get that.
Yo,
Them niggas got employers. What are you talking? Them niggas are not free. They have bosses. And if your boss say do the shit, that's what the fuck you talking about on dropping give me 50. If Top tell you to do that fucking feature, nigga, you gonna do that shit. Cut it out.
And he waited for Taylor to get out the way too. He did wait for Taylor to get out the way.
Nigga, if you need that,
Drake dropped push-ups when Taylor dropped the album too.
He did. And it still went up.
Yeah, Black Features was a double entendre. That was definitely a double entendre. Whether it's lining yourself up with 50, lining yourself up with Wayne, lining yourself up with all these people that kind of validate you who you are, and doing certain shit like putting cornrows in your hair and all that, the things that kind of make you black. Yeah, I get that. My thing is, how do you fault a person that is a blank canvas? How do you fault them for adding color to it?
If you look at this nigga Pops, if he spent 5 minutes with his Pops, it's like, all right, bro.
He always said his father wasn't around.
No, but I'm saying as he got older, I'm saying like, all right, bro, like at some point something gonna have to wear off.
Oh shit, head. Yo, head, don't do that. Yo, head, don't do that.
Something wear off.
Yo, head, request me if you really want to do this. Because I really want to know what you want.
By way of Memphis nigga.
I'm about to miss this motherfucking
I can take that. So where did the Houston shit come from? Where did
remember when he first got signed with Wayne? Wayne was on tour in Houston. That's where that starts at. So if you're starting your rap, I'm starting my career. I'm learning my learning experience is coming from Houston, Texas. They're gonna tie me in with Jay Prince. They're gonna keep the hood niggas off me. I'm gonna be able to just make the music. So I mean, if I'm doing that in Houston.
So where did the backpack where did the backpack rap come in?
The backpack? Well, I think that's
because he ended up with Big Sean Flow. He ended up with Big Sean Flow after that.
He did. He definitely did.
Where did that come from?
He definitely did.
And if his Pops in Memphis and he got Memphis first, how come we didn't get that until later in his career?
Well, I mean, if you're with Wayne, though, I feel like Houston,
why didn't we get no Louisiana? Why we ain't get the Louisiana till why we ain't get the New Orleans shit until later in his career?
What do you mean, like the shit on
the bounce shit? He did a couple bounce records.
He bounces a lot. Like he bounces from culture to culture. He bounces from sound to sound a lot, and I don't know exactly what that is.
That's my point, and that's what niggas was shooting at him over. And when I'm talking about cosplaying blackness, I mean down to the sound. Like, bro, these sounds are not organic to you.
What is though? What is
the Caribbean shit? I'll give him, bro. That shit is heavy up there.
You can't.
The UK, them niggas be back and forth from the UK up there a lot.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
You know, so I can give that. I concede to that. I hated that shit, but like I concede to it. But like a lot of these sounds that like this nigga produced, and again, I'm not saying he not good at it, brother. Nigga's a hit maker. If you take your sound is the new shit. You feel me? So it's not me like saying he not good at what he do, but bruh, we gotta admit it is what he do. Sexy Red, you on tour with Sexy Red?
That's a game of play. That's a game of play right there. That's Larry Jackson. That's an industry play.
most of what he do be industry plays, and that's what the nigga calling him out on.
Is it bad if he's making bread off it?
Coming to him for that, was he supposed to say no? Nah, I'm not gonna take the millions. I'm not gonna be involved with the business because.
Hey, brother, like, I'm not.
Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a question, and somebody in the audience is asking that. My homegirl Shani, she says, "I will agree that he does cosplay and bounce around his sound, but that's what a well-rounded entertainer does. Beyonce does that too, and no one says anything to her. What's the difference?"
Where did she, outside of house music, where did she bounce that wasn't her?
This shit right here that she just did?
She from Texas.
All right, so to your point, why we just now getting Texas shit now? To your exact point, if that's the case, why are we just now getting Texas shit now? After she complained about not winning album of the year. If we really want to, we can wake it up, but
no, you can't say that because she decided to do some shit that's native to her, bro. She's from Texas. Niggas wear cowboy boots and cowboy hats in Texas, like all day. Like you can go down there and see it, and I mean niggas.
And house music.
They have black rodeos. I'll give you the house album.
But we don't question it. We don't question it. We speak on her being able to reclaim certain things that was the black experience. We say that. We say, all right, well, black people was able to do this, so because I'm black or because whatever, I'm able to reclaim it for my people. But when it comes to him, because he has a Jewish mom or because he's from Canada, he can't do that. I'm just asking a question.
He's bouncing around people's cultures. She doing some shit that's native to where she come from. And that's black.
Now, but does that now mean that she stays there? Because she was an R&B artist. Now she's a house artist. Now she's a country artist. We're not saying nothing about none of those things. Which one? Which one are you? If your identity has to say a certain place and you're not able to say, ooh, I like this part of music, let me try this. You can't do that when it comes to Drake. But you can do that when it comes to other artists because they have two black parents.
We're not, again, you're like glossing over the fact that she's from Texas.
No, I don't have a problem with her doing country music. I'm going to keep it real with you. My problem is I'm still thinking country music is so I'm still got to do the research on the new sound that she's reclaiming, which basically was saying that was country first before white people basically whitewashed it, right? So I got my own issues with country music. But either way, what I'm saying is if you're able to say that she can do R&B, she can do house, she can go back to country, and it's no problem, then why is it then when Drake goes, you know what? I want to try this Memphis sound. I like this Memphis sound. I want to own up to my Jamaican UK roots. I mean, let me fuck with that a little bit. Why is it a problem when he moves around in his bag and is good at it? Why is it? What's the difference?
None of these things are native to you.
There is no native when it comes to Canada.
Okay. So then you
because
see
Tory does the same thing.
And I'm sure people could call Tory a culture vulture.
Does that mean that anybody that does drill music or any that raps or does anything from, because nigga, I'm keep it real with, if that's the case, then everybody's a culture vulture. Hip hop started in the Bronx. If that's the case, everybody's a fucking culture vulture. That's what it is. Hip hop is supported by different cultures of people that felt it and added to it and said, you know what, I'm going to take some of this and I'm going to add my own spin to this shit. That's hip hop. No? Am I wrong? That's not hip hop.
Not in the way you trying to simplify it, no. Because again, I had asked you earlier to name me the artists from New York who have been in the game so long that now they don't sound like they're from New York. I had asked you to give me that artist earlier.
Shit, I didn't like when Jay-Z did it. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna take you to the biggest artist that did it. I didn't like when he took Chris and Flow. And where they from? When he started doing that whisper rap and shit like that, he changed his whole shit.
He did.
From how he was on one, the whole shit that I loved him for. I love this part of Hove, and then he started And I'm like, yo, what is that?
Somebody else flow, but where he sound like he from though?
But he kind of took the fucking what's the niggas from Detroit? Where's the niggas from? Philly. He took that shit and started doing that. And he did that for a whole shit, and that shit really affected where he was in the game. His shit tanked for a minute after that because he wasn't able. We was like this.
Some of that state property flow.
Yeah, we was like this. Like, what's going on?
All right, I can get that.
So if we're gonna say that the GOAT was able to do that, why is it another person that's in the GOAT conversation wouldn't follow that same path and say, okay, well, I see my GOAT do it. Let me start playing with it. Let me start seeing what I could do. And if I'm really nice, I could do it like this now. If I'm really nice, I done did it like this. Let me see if I'm nice enough to do it like this now. You know what? I did an album like that. I'm nice enough to do it like this now. Why not? Especially when he does not have anything native to him, being that he's from Canada and he grew up with a Jewish mom. Shit, if that's the case, why don't we look at Eminem? Why the fuck don't you still rap like, hi, my name is Eminem? Been coming up with angry rap ever since and wearing his shit like he's some gangster ever since. And he's arguably one of the best lyricists in hip-hop history. Nobody's ever saying, yo, Eminem, what the fuck is you doing? Go back to goddamn Stan.
Not rapping on the Detroit flow.
You said what?
No, that's what niggas be saying. Like Eminem never rapped on the Detroit bounce. Like how the Detroit bounce is now. He don't rap on that. He always does own shit. So, or he tries shit, or he do the voices, he do the different pockets. So
stay white. That shit that got you in the game, that you came in the game is the shit that we nails in my eyelids. That's what I knew you for. And now you some gangster talking about you going to do this and the other. Nobody ever call M to the table and say, yo, why are you acting like you a gangster?
I don't think nobody say shit about him because he white.
Come on, bro. Again. Yo, Trip, you took the goalpost just now and flew across the room. You can't do that.
No,
because you're literally doing that with him because he's half white.
I'm not an Eminem fan, bro. No, I'm saying I'm not an Eminem fan. Like he kind of lost me after a while. So like you're not about to catch me like defending Eminem. That's my point with that. I'm not moving the goalposts. I'm saying I'm not an Eminem fan. I'm not defending the latest Eminem. I think he fell off a long time ago, and he's still being propped up because he a white dude that did what a lot of black people couldn't do skill level wise.
We like him because he gave it through Dr. Dre and he gave us 50 Cent. He's forever dead in our books. We don't need the raps. We don't need the other shit. We got
pretty much.
We good.
A lot of people crown him again as one of the greatest lyricists, but you've heard this. I'm not saying it because I despise him.
He is. As far as rhyming of words, he is one of the greatest people to rhyme words. He rhymes shit that is not even rhymable.
And nobody ever said this isn't his culture.
Drake was a lot of people.
I have.
Somebody said that in chat.
Drake was a lot of people. I'm a very extreme minority. I have.
No, you ain't, because I'm in there with you. I hate it. I despise it. You talking about raping your moms and all types of shit that you talking about. We don't do that around here.
Yeah, I'm not with it.
How is you doing that to our shit? Like you coming in here talking some shit that we don't do. But even in that, he then morphed over time from doing that into something completely different than where he started. Completely different. Next thing you know, he's talking about sending shooters and all this. Eminem has shooters.
I think morphing, right? I think morphing is one thing, and again, this is because I'm in agreement with you that Drake is good at what he does.
Yeah.
If there was a sound, right, that Drake had, and he cultivated that sound, he built from that sound, right? I would fuck with you. I would fuck with it heavy. If there was a distinguishing, because there was one for a second, at least I thought there one was coming, because between Take Care and So Far Gone, we was getting this real refined, polished thing. He was rapping at perhaps the highest level I heard him rap. The song making ability was out the fucking park. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not. But then we start jumping into all of these other things, like, and there was no organic Drake signature anymore. That's what I mean. And again, I'll concede on the Jay-Z shit because he definitely stole the state prop flow. So you started to lose the Jay-Z signature. But it's like, bro, once you lose the signature in there, it's like, bro, you are hopping around. You feel me? And again, if you're gonna do it, be great at it. And the nigga is great at it.
I just don't
hop the fuck around.
I think that the fact that he hops around to me is a bonus, while you think that it's a weakness. I personally salute a motherfucker to be able to take different flows and still be great at them. There was never one of them that he did that he failed at. Maybe More Life. I really didn't align with More Life like that, just because he really jumped all the way into that UK bag, and I was fucked up over that. I was fucked up. Even the Honestly Nevermind, it wasn't my thing because I like a certain Drake. You know what I'm saying? I like a certain Drake, whereas other people were able to appreciate his dance side or whatever that was. But I do think that him not coming, say if I'm in New York, I gotta stay in a kind of New York thing, me personally. Him not having that from where he grew up, he used as it became a skill for him not have to depend on Canada and where he was from and all that. He was able to say, yo, you know what? I'm fucking Mystique. I can go anywhere and do anything and be great. I can morph into this and be good. I can morph into that. He used it as kind of a superpower where otherwise we're saying, yeah, that's weak. The rest of us are saying that's weak. I think, again, that's a preference thing. That's just what he's doing as an artist. And I think as an artist, he goes into that with the fact that he has writers. Same way Kanye. Like, they don't think about themselves as just like, I'm a KRS-One. I don't think Drake will ever look at himself like, I'm a KRS-One. He's more like, I'm a something else, a fucking Doja Cat. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's all these different levels to what I put out to make great music. And by doing that, that takes him out of that certain conversation trip where he's able to play with different sounds. He's able to do that.
Didn't I say that earlier?
You may have, but I wanted to say it.
I said that, like, I think he's one of the greatest artists and hit makers that the culture has ever seen.
Yeah. Like,
across the board. It doesn't matter what genre he operated in, he's going to operate at a high level in it. So he's a great artist. But when we talking about MCing.
Well.
But hold up the trick, though. Why do you feel like the signature Drake sound has left? Because the signature Drake sound is 40. It's the underwater production.
Yeah.
It's the slowing down. We've gotten that forever. He just added more things on. But even the push-ups record, right?
Yo.
He does the push-ups record.
We're going to end this. I got to go to the doctor. I'll see y'all later.
He does the melodic shit, the little couple bars. Even the rapping to melodic shit.